All right, let's get into it. Now, we need so the fused quickwire assemblers, that's what we need to, that's our ultimate goal here. What do I got? What is that? There's a present falling from the sky from somewhere. Okay. So we need 6.9 fused quickwire assemblers, which is going to require 51.75 Caterium ingots. So I think, let's see, if I throw down a refinery, the pure Caterium ingot, I don't think this is, wait, I don't think this is the one that I want. Hold on. Caterium ingot. What is the recipe? No, it is. Okay, it is this one. So this is going to produce 12 per minute, and we need 51.75. So 51.75 divided by 12. We need 5 of these refineries, and one is going to be underclocked. So we need 5 more refineries producing Caterium ingots to start. And we are going to need, I think, either to overclock this or either to overclock this more or add a second one. Probably just overclock it more. How do I get up inside here? I come over from here. All right, so I think we need to shut these down. We need to get rid of them for now. Okay, let's get rid of all these ingots. Okay. So let's see. How much more? Well, let's set up. Let's put the refineries down first. So we'll need a break in space to allow for that one. But the way, I guess the way I'd been doing it was kind of in the middle of the 3. So the next, and where does it come out to? Kind of the, yeah, right around the front. So the next refinery, if we could follow the pattern, would go like here. There's the outputs. Yeah, it would go roughly like that. And then are we just doing 1 every 3 on this pattern? Yeah, looks like we are. Although there's 2 here. Let's see. Let's put another one here. And then we'll put another one here. How many did I say I need? Slightly more than 4. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let me do one here. That's 4, and then the last one comes over here. Like this. Okay, so there's our 5 Caterium ingot producers. Let's color these. Strife, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. Good to see you. All right, so you guys are making Caterium ingots. And what is it? It's 51.75 divided by 12 is 4.3125. So one of these should be underclocked to 31.25%. Guess we'll just do it with this one. 31.25. Okay. No, 31. 3.75 per minute. Okay. So you're going to use 7.5 water, and these other four are going to use 24. So that's 96 plus 7.5 gets us to 103.5 more, I guess. So I think we can squeeze that out of this water extractor if we overclock it some more, and then adjust how this pipe is working. Yeah, I think we can get that. So you're underclocked, and you are just going to be Caterium, ingot. Okay, so Caterium ore and water to get ingots. Let's pop you down. Pop you down and pop you down. Okay. So then, let's build out the pipe. This one's going to be a little tough. We're probably going to have to clip in a little bit, maybe with that one too. Let's see if we can figure out how to make this work. Might have to move those, I'm not sure. So for now, let's delete this. And let's rebuild a little bit. Let's see. So if I put one over here, and let's just experiment a little bit. Let's put a what's it called, a support, pipe support. Let's put that like here-ish, I guess, something like this. It's not exactly in the, yeah, more like that. And then if we just draw a pipe there, does one of the modes, will one of the modes make it like curve around in a fun way? Yeah, see, it's too sharp. It won't bring it out the way I need it to. So what we need is one kind of like there-ish. Is that high enough too? Yeah, one high. No, I need it to be higher than that. So it needs to be up by 2, I think. Yeah, let's try and do it a little bit at a time and see if we can get this to work. So we want you to clip through the wall and be available over here. I guess here it would kind of go like that. And then the question is, can I build the junctions along this curve in a way that will work? So if I come over to, let's say, there, and then I try to build a connection. Okay, that'll work. All right. So maybe I can get this to work. Not the absolute prettiest ever, but if it works, right? Okay, that's going to clip in and work, I think. And then you can come over to here, where I think you'll be done. So this one's a little bit awkward, but noodles should save us. Okay, I guess that's going to work. Let's put another junction here. And then we need one last junction here for the main connection. Okay, so we need another 104 water coming along this line. So we need to overclock this guy some more. But he should be able to provide enough, I think. So if we pop in 2 more, can we get to 285? Yeah, we can just get there. So 290, right around there, just a little bit more than we actually need, should be good in terms of the water generation and the power draw. And now, oh wait, you know what? That's wrong. We don't want it to be dipping down like that. We want you to be more like this. There we go. And then we can pop you in like that. Okay. So now we should be getting enough water for all of our refineries. And if we can get the Caterium ore over here and fill it in, these guys can start producing ingots. So let's color in our piping. Oops. Gotta fix that. And actually you, we are done with. We don't need you. And there's a little tiny bit of pipe there. Can we delete that without deleting the junction? No, I don't think we can. Oh, look at that. That little tiny bit of pipe, I don't... All right, that's going to annoy me. Let's redo you a little bit. Let's bring you out a little further. And then bring you to there. And pop you in place. Like so. Finish up. Okay. All right, now we can get rid of you and you. Okay, so now we got a clean endpoint here. And then there was a chunk of, yes, a chunk of, there we go. Put that back to white. Actually, that's like a weird grayish color. That's not actually white. That's white. Okay. All right. Missed yesterday. How much progress have you made on the ingot plan? That worked better than expected. So I've got all my copper ingots done, and the donut factory is kind of starting to come together. You can see it from where I'm hovering right now. It's kind of like coming around. So I've got temporary walls in place. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to decorate the outside or how I'm going to do the roof. But all of these are all copper ingot producers. These are copper sheet producers. So we're producing all the copper ingots and sheets that we need. Now these guys are going to produce the Caterium ingots. And then we're going to add the Caterium and copper ingots together to make the Quickwire in the assemblers. So next up is powering these and setting up the input lines. So actually, let me do the floor holes next. These should be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be fine here. So, conveyor hole floor lift there. Oh, we could just almost get it. Like that, 2. Oh, this one's a little wonky. 3. Let's see if this is going to work before I go any further. Yes, I think it will. Yeah. Now, the other side could be tricky, but we should be able to get it. So this is Caterium ore going in. All right, let's do the other floor holes. Get you and you. Okay. We'll do lifts. That one's done. Okay, so we've got Caterium inputs, or at least the startings of Caterium inputs. So we'll come downstairs and build a manifold for the ore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we're good. Okay. So now placing the ore, or placing the splitters, I'm going to need a floor of some sort. So let's get that set up. That's why I need to, yeah, that's why I need to do temporary walls to get that set up. So the walls let me draw floors that I can use to set up other things. Like this and like this. There we go. Okay. Let's go down and forward. And start building some floors. Now, how did I do this? I think I did 3 and then the 5s. Like this, yeah. Okay, so we do 3 and then into there 4 or 5 or whatever. Enough to be working with. Okay, now then, we need a splitter here to split off the ore. And it needs to be coming from the left. How close is that? That's too close. Okay. So I'm going to use Jaco's suggestion here. He said, like, when I'm setting these up, if I only delete the bottom one, that helps me place the next attempt correctly, and that's actually worked out perfectly. He was very right about that. He made a good suggestion yesterday about this. All right, so now you're going to have conveyor lift bringing ore up, and it shouldn't be more than 60 per minute, I don't think, in terms of the raw ore. Let me double check. Yeah, just 24 ore per minute, so Mark 1 works fine. I can now get rid of these walls because it's easier to be able to move in and out if they're not there for now. They're not the final walls anyway. I don't know what the exterior of this is going to look like yet, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be orange panels. Okay. So it's a nice solution. I'm off trying to automate fireworks at the moment. I figured a bunch of them stocked up for the year. Okay, cool. Yeah, fireworks. I haven't actually tried those in game yet. I got the recipe for them, I think, from the what's it called? Advent calendar. But I haven't actually made one yet. All right, so you're going to be coming from the left like that. Okay. Good, good. Making progress. You can go into the wall there. As can you. All right, so we got 2. This one's gnarly. This one might be a problem. I don't know. Let's see. I think we want to come out by one like that and then have you come from the left. So are we going to be able to hook this up? Okay, so we want to go in one more. Like that. And then see if we can get this to connect up. Oh, even one more than that. Well, actually, this should work if we can. I can't tell if this is working or not. We want you to go like, yeah, like that. Okay, I think that's going to work. Yeah, that should work, I think. And what is all this? Why did I delete all of this? Wait, when did I must have accidentally deleted something that I didn't intend to. You should be there. Huh. I'm not sure what happened there. Must have just grabbed something by accident when I was deleting the walls, I guess. Okay. So we've got you done. We got to do you and you. And then the ore, I think, is coming from over there. So we'll have to build some sort of belt to bring the raw ore over as well. Okay, so let's get going with this. That's too close. One forward should do the trick, like that. Make sure our input is coming from the left. Hook it up like this. Good to go, okay. And the last one over here. That worked out well. Okay. So, this line is going to be carrying what? How much ore? 7.5 plus 96 is 103 and change. So Mark II belt should be sufficient for the ore we want to bring over. Okay, that takes care of that. And then we need to do power, which I believe is, yeah, right a little bit in front of, or, so maybe not, maybe we go a little bit further and we do something like this. If I go to power and go to a wall outlet, that should completely hide the cable, right? So that goes down into the body of the machine, and then, okay, so a little bit forward and it would be almost completely hidden, although it might pop out of the front if I go too far back. So that's, let's see, what other options would I have? Let me move it a little bit. Let's see. I haven't played around with refineries too much. There's a way to, well, all right, let's move it forward. Like that. I don't know quite how that worked. Oh yeah, you can see it. Right there. Okay, so that's kind of perfect. Although I don't know exactly how to replicate that every time. Oh, but it's not, because you can see it. See, this is what I was worried about. It's clipping through the front now, which is worse. So if I come over here and I copy this and move it back to there, I don't think it takes the wire with it. There's a way to get it to do the wire at the same time. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, how does that look? That clips through the front still, so one more back should do it. Is it if you... Now, is that connected? No. Okay, I think that's basically exactly what I want. So the wire's not visible around the front, and if we go down, yeah, it's going through the bottom of the machine, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather have it going through the foot than the front. So how do I measure that so that I can get that exactly right? I guess I kind of can't. I just kind of have to guess. If I place them all along the same y-axis, then it would be at the back of that little chunklet. Anime Dave, when I deleted the wall, yeah, sorry, I'm a little late. I know you made that comment a while back. I'm a little late catching that. But welcome to the stream, and yes, I think you're right. I think when I deleted the wall was when I lost those chunks of foundation. So let's see. That one is a little too far forward. Okay, so now, hang on a second. If I copy this and move it back one. No. If I copy the wall outlet and move it back one, it doesn't bring the connection with it. I could have sworn there was a way. I think you have to copy the line. Like, so if I copy... Let's see if I can select it. If I copy the power line and not the... No, that still doesn't work. I thought there was a way... I could have sworn there was a way to do it so that it brought the line with it. But that's not working there. Okay. I'm not sure what the correct key sequence is to do that. Maybe a control click? Let's see, that one looks good. So we've got that power line and that power line. Okay. I think we've got 2 more to go here. Let's come back to there. That looks good. And then the last one is over here. All right. So then we will connect these guys up. And then add them to a line like this. And now we should be powered. Yes, everything is powered in yellow. No inputs, but they should be taking in water now, right? Yes, they're taking in water. Good. Okay. So, these guys are going to output Caterium ingots, which are going to go to a line of assemblers over here along with the copper ingots and make my Quickwire. And these 2 wet concrete refineries are just tall enough that I can leave them alone. I don't have to move them. They can just stay exactly where they are. So that's helpful. But we are going to need to update our train line here to allow for, I think, 3 more freight stations. Because I'm going to want to bring back copper ingots, copper sheets, and Quickwire in addition to the limestone, iron ore, and concrete that I'm bringing back right now. But fortunately, it's a very short train line. So adding 3 more stations there and 3 more stations here shouldn't be too bad. If I set things up right, we shouldn't even have to change our existing belts or what have you, because I can just, as long as they're both in front in both places, then I have to change the freight cars, but not the existing freight stations. I think that's right. So when we go back to that side, they'll be closer to us. Yeah, as long as they're both along this axis, it'll be fine. So I'm definitely gonna have to build that. So let me build my output line here for the ingots, and then we'll bring the copper over into what will eventually be a line of. Now this is now essentially done this turn, I think. Are we parallel to over there? Yeah, this is currently parallel. I'm not sure if we stay parallel because this curves in a little bit, it looks like. Maybe we do. I'm not sure. We're going to have a bunch of assemblers over here, though. I know that. All right, let's do the output line. Go into logistics and get started with some floor holes. There's 5 of these machines. 2. Oops, that's a mistake. There's 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And you guys are producing what? 12 Caterium ingots per minute. So 4 times 12 is going to be... Oh, right. We're going to have 51.75 Caterium ingots per minute. I believe that's the goal. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, 48 plus 3.75 gets us to 51.75. All right, so we can use a Mark 1, use Mark 1 stuff for this. It's all less than 60. All right, so you are going to be an input like that. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then we got to come around and do mergers on this side. Move everything to the left. You're going to be kicking out a ridiculous amount of ingots and sheets. Yeah, well, that's the plan. You can see my planning on the left. We want 6.9 fused quickwire assemblers, so we're going to be producing something like 600 quickwire per minute. We're going to have leftover ingots to go to the Alclad factory. And half of the quickwire is going back home. And the other half is going forward to Supercomputer Park for production of, I think, AI limiters and circuit boards. So we're getting pretty close to, let's see, actually I can edit this and get rid of some of this. I don't need you anymore. I've got my copper set up. We've got as many copper ingots as we need, so now we just need the 6.9 fused quickwire assemblers. Okay. You may have to make a bigger cul-de-sac and have 2 trucks dropping off and picking up each item. I don't think so. The trucks have an enormous capacity. They can carry like tens of thousands of items in a round trip that's only going to take them a minute. So I think our throughput is going to be fine with 1 pair of trucks. But you might be right. If you are, I'll just have to figure it out. Okay, so we want a merger. We want your output going to the left, and then I'm guessing something like that. Too close. Okay. Okay, output to the left. This looks good. Okay. Let's come over and do the next one. Where was it? It was like kind of like there-ish. Output to the left. Wow, I got that really wrong. You guys can go. Okay. That looks more like it's right. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let's come over and do this one. And this one. Close enough for government work. And then the last one. Oh, was that the last one? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I missed the first one. Something like this. How close is that? That'll work. Okay. And then we connect everything up, and we have our Caterium ingot output line. Okay. So we've got Caterium ingots here. Let's do some coloring to make sure we keep track of what's what down here. So Caterium ingots are coming out. And we need to bring over the copper ingots as well. So what is this? This is the copper sheets. This should be what? Leftover? Yeah, this is leftover copper ingots over here. So the copper sheets are going to need to go straight to the train. We don't need them here anymore. Um, but we do need the copper ingots. What is this line? This is input for Caterium ore. Right. Okay. So we're starting to run out of space down here. Let's see. I guess the sheets can go underneath. So if we put, let's see, what is this? This is a merger. We can't build, yeah, you can't build underneath an existing merger. But that's okay. What about ceiling mounts? Can I build ceiling mounts underneath? Not really. Not the way I want to. Okay. Well, if we do like, no, okay. That's not gonna work. How do I get you right under there? There we go. Okay. Nope, still wrong. We want it here, but slightly to the left, I guess. Like that. Then it would be underneath it. Okay. So we want you to be going left the same direction to carry, I guess we'll carry the copper sheets. Or no, probably the copper ores should go in there. We're also going to need to bring the Caterium over. Okay, so I got a little bit of belt crisscross that I got to fix here. I'm starting to question whether or not they're more efficient than trains. Yeah, they have different use cases, right? It's sort of tough to tell when you need one or the other. I mean, there's trade-offs. For long distances, it's easier to set up a train for long distance than it is to do a road. At least in my opinion. Okay, let's do this. Let's have this be everything that we need for the assembler. So, Caterium ingots and copper ingots are here, which means this line goes over to there. And then the sheets, so we're going to need to bring the ore as well. So the ore and the copper, no, the ore goes there. So the ore probably comes underneath the inside line, and then we have a crisscross here. So the crisscross we can do like this. So Caterium ingots and copper ingots are going to be here, which means, now what is this? This is a Mark IV? Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Why are those moving? Copper sheets should not be producing. Oh well. Let's have a Mark IV lift here. Eat the, or no, I guess that's not going to work. What's the best way to do this? I guess get you up to the ceiling is the best way. So if we go like this, and then we connect you up, then we get ingots, we get copper ingots going there. Okay, so then we can have the ingots travel along this line. And then over here, I guess we would have our assemblers maybe facing backwards if we start, because the inputs are going to be on this side. So what does an assembler look like? Production. So if we have it facing, yeah, this way, I'm kind of okay with that. We can have the inputs coming up from the ground and then going in there. Now I wonder if it just makes more sense to just do a stack pull here rather than trying to finagle around the, or play around with the, it's almost right. Yeah, that's probably the better choice than trying to recreate these. I can just place one underneath each one like that. Yeah, that's right. And then like this. Not quite. More like that. And then the last one's over here. Under this one. Like that? No. Like that. Okay. So that's going to let us bring the copper ingots over. Oh, I have a problem. Okay. You know what? Let me rebuild this. This should be a splitter instead of a merger. Splitter comes like this. I think. No, too far to the left and too far out. It's more like that. No, still wrong. Okay. I think like this, and then the input is there. Yeah, that's what I needed. Okay. So we bring you over here, and now we can draw from here to there. Okay. Now we got what we need to move the copper ingots. All right. So we're going to have Caterium and copper ingots here, coming out here. So we'll go into the assemblers, which will produce the Quickwire. And some of the Quickwire goes back for transport, and some of it goes to the train for transport. So we're basically splitting everything we produce and sending it either there or back to, maybe back all the way around. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many, I don't know how much room we'll need for, what is it, 7 assemblers? But we're not going to be using up the entirety of the donut here. So it won't go all the way around, I guess. Or maybe I'll just finish it, and I don't know what I'll do with the extra space, but I'll have space in case I ever need it here to put more refineries or what have you. Pandian, welcome back to the channel. Good morning to you. In truth, you're probably better off transporting ingots instead of wire due to the stack size and throughput than creating your wire where it's needed. Is that right? But I'm using this recipe. So these are the same, right? 100 ingots gets you 500 Quickwire, which is the same. They're both one stack. This is different. We're going to have 2 stacks of Quickwire for where you would get 1 stack of ingots and 5 stacks of copper. So this is actually more space efficient, this recipe, compared to shipping all these ingots. And I'm using this to make the most of the Caterium to get more bang for my buck. Because Caterium's rare and copper's not quite so rare. But in this case, I believe it would take more space to ship the ingots than to ship the finished product. Let's see, what do I want to do now? I think next I want to rebuild this road and then get the truck station set up to ship the ore out here. So we'll do the first truck route and get the ore out here. And hook that up into the ingot refineries, and we can make sure that's working, that process is working correctly. And then once we have the ingots set up, I can work on the Quickwire assemblers. So yeah, I think I'm going to rebuild. I think I'm going to build the highway to turn here, turn left, and come up here, and put the truck station cul-de-sac in this area, I think, or maybe this area. You can go away. We're done with you. Like kind of like around here, closer, and then we can have, for example, this belt float underneath. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I think I'm going to get rid of this blueprint designer. I don't see a need for it right now. And so we'll get rid of that. And then I do think I'm going to delete this whole cul-de-sac and rebuild it. Rebuild the road to go further that way. Yeah, I think I have to. Well, fortunately, it's easy enough to recreate because of the blueprints, right? Let's start mass deleting everything we can see. I'm not getting anything back behind it, am I? I want to make sure I don't delete any of this other infrastructure. Yeah, I just deleted a power connection from somewhere. That's not what I wanted to do. All right. So let's go ahead and let's use our handy little trick to make sure we're only deleting pillars. And then we can just go like this and make sure we're only deleting pillars. That's helpful. Let's see. You guys can go. Done with you. You're a problem. What are you connecting to? Yeah, there's a lot of... I'm going to have to redraw a lot of stuff. Let's get rid of you and you. All of you can go. Careful not to delete that. Okay. What's going on over there? That can go, and that can go. And you're done. You guys are done. We're gonna have to redraw power connections over to this stuff over here. So the copper miners are unpowered at the moment, which is fine. They don't need to be powered. Have I missed anything major? I don't think so, right? One little piece there. Okay, so the goal is to be aiming in that direction. Wait, where are you guys all getting power from? Oh, there must be another connection to the train station on the far side somewhere. Okay. So there should be... Okay, so it's time to start building a curve now. So if I remember how this works correctly, how did I do this over here? I can't remember my own instructions for this. All right, so I want to get the road blueprint curves. What do I have? Right and left, 5 degrees short. Oh, no, wait. Is this the right one? Yeah. I think I want left. Which one do I want? Tilts to the left for 1/8 meter length. Snaps to the right of the road on the belt side. I think this is the one I want. We come over here and snap this on like this somehow. Yeah, because this is the belt side. Okay. Let me get a temporary power pole over here so I can hover. And then, I can't remember from my video how to set the guide foundations. Is it just 3 out front? I think it is, right? So let me put the... Let me bind this to 6, and then come down and put in some guide foundations. Throughput than creating your wire where it's needed in dealer's choice, but it'll take longer for your belts to move a truck station full of wire than ingots. Okay. You're probably right, but I've made my choice, like you said. That should not be a pipeline support at all. That should be my foundation piece. All right. So I think we come out like this, if I recall correctly, and then go to there. And then we can place this thing. Yeah, there we go. That looks right. Okay. So we start curving to the left. And we're going to end up with that one extra piece. We have to repeat this process a few more times. All right. Okay. Come out. And out. Snap you in. There we go. So I don't know how much of a curve I need here, or how gentle it should be, but we'll just kind of build until it looks right from above. Hang on, come on. Oh, that's the wrong side. You are the right side. There we go. No worries, just something to consider when you start going crazy with production like we inevitably do with this game. Yeah, I agree. There comes a point where you're like, oh my god, there's just... Everything I do, there's another thing I have to do, and I never get anything, like, finished. But I'm making progress. It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm gonna get that supercomputer park producing 2.85 supercomputers per minute. It's gonna happen, for sure. And it's gonna be an awesome looking park, too. Come out here. I wonder if I need all of these, or if I just kind of have a better understanding of these things now, so that I don't maybe need all 3 guide foundations. If I did that wrong. Okay. We're starting to get in the right direction, but I don't know if this current turn is going to be sharp enough. I'm afraid we're going to run over the... the miner here. Maybe we'll get away with it. Maybe it'll curve enough. Oh, I've missed a few steps here. So you go, and you go. Maybe we'll get away with it. Let's see. Let's just keep building and see. So you go there. Okay. And then you come out like this. And you snap in like that. And we keep doing the same thing over and over again. And very soon we have a beautiful curve. I am glad I made these blueprints. They do make it a lot easier to build these things. And I'm out of power again. The hover pack is pretty nice too, I must say. It's really nice being able to kind of position myself where I need without having to build yet another platform that I then have to delete. Let's see, how are we doing here? Actually, it looks like we're just going to get away with it. So this is kind of on the final approach angle. We will have to curve it a little bit more to the right over there, I think. But one thing we can do is rebuild these miners to shove that belt under the road. I might even have gone one too far here. Yeah, I think I did go one too far. So let's get rid of this last piece, and then... So it'll be going like that. It'll just clip the edge. Actually, maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay the way it is. Because that way we give a little bit of space to this miner. So we'll do a straightaway, and then we'll curve a little bit to the right, and then build the cul-de-sac down at the far end. All right, starting to come together, this piece of the road here. Little bits left over, but that's easy enough to fix. One at a time. Okay. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to delete some of these trees, it looks like. Because they're right where we need the road to run. So let's use that trick that we learned. So we just kind of spam everything until our inventory is full. So there's no room for leaves or wood. And then we can delete just the stuff we need. Without affecting the other flora and fauna in the area. Okay, there we go. So one other thing we should do, and that just looks cool, all the pipe connectors on the curve like that. Let's connect up our power. One at a time. Okay, there's all our power taken care of for now. Oh, looks like I have some leftover guide foundations I can delete. And then we'll put a straightaway here, right on the outside edge. Like this. Which way is the right way? The other way. We want to connect you up just like that. Right, yep, that looks good. Okay, do another power connection. Out to you. And this curve is starting to come together. Yeah, now we're past this, so we can curve just a skosh to the right, and then build our final cul-de-sac out in that direction. So we got some cleanup to do. These ugly power poles have to go. Don't need you. And I think we're going to rebuild this belt as well. Yeah, I think we are. We're going to move it so that it attaches there instead. So we do need power. Let me get rid of these guys real quick. Sorry. Sorry, but you're dangerous. I don't want to bump into you. See? Just like that. Dangerous. What am I, standing on this thing? Oh, I'm floating. Hovering. There we go. Okay, so... There's another one here. When they don't attack you, it's actually kind of hard to hit them. Because normally they're coming straight towards you, so as long as you swing, you kind of hit them. Let's figure out how are we going to power you guys. We can have one... Let's see. We'll have something come across from this side. All right, so let's have you come across. over to here. And then you can come down to, I guess, a power line or something. Yeah, we can have a power pole on that, maybe. What would that look like? Where's the connection? Something like this. Yeah, that's fine. And then you can go to there, and you can go to there. Actually, for you, we'll just go directly to the thing. And actually, we'll just do the same thing for you. Yeah, we don't need a pole in the middle of nowhere. We can just have the line come out. Like that. Okay. So we got our two things. That looks good. And then, get rid of you. And I think we'll get rid of you guys and change the way this works. So you should actually be facing the other... Yeah, actually, we need to rebuild these entirely. So the way to do this... Did I actually build that without clearing it out? I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could build without clearing out the centerpiece like that. Okay, so you guys are now going to face inward and connect up and just connect up in here. So let's see. Mark II minor. So yeah, how did I have this built before? That's so weird. Did it reappear here? Yeah, when I deleted the miners, it like redrew. I'm pretty sure I cleared these out, and it redrew them when I deleted the miners. That's weird. Okay. So we can do that, and we can do this. All right. So, under the road here, we'll build our first miner that I think is going to point this way. Yeah, just directly into the road, I guess. And then over here, we'll do something similar. And then we'll just have them connect up. Now, one little interesting trick that I saw in a video yesterday by, I think, Total Eclipse, was that if you want really tight or really clean connections, you can use the road barrier here to get a perpendicular line. And then if you build underneath it, like so, then you get, I think, an exact right down the middle? No, that's not quite right, it looks like. Slightly off center. How did he do it? So we do this, hold control, and then how do I get it to center? I guess like this should work. And then I can, yeah, now it's perfectly centered. So I could come out with a, what were we going to do? We were going to fully overclock these, right? So these are going up to 300 per minute. Okay. Let's get rid of all this iron ore, or copper ore. Don't need you and clogging up my inventory, thank you very much. So 300 per minute means we need the Mark IV belt, but now we should have, yeah, see, isn't that nice? You get a very clean, straight line, centered coming out if you build it that way. Okay. So now we need to join these up and then have them connect up and get onto this beltway that I've built. So we're going to need another one over here. Let's do that same thing, I think. We'll just hold control and then place a couple of foundations like that. All right, so we're going to need to have a merger come in exactly, or really quickly. Let's get you over here. And that way we can bring this... Oh, so those two are on different... That's interesting. The two miners are on different heights. So we'll bring this out as far as we can, I suppose. Like that. Just to give us a line. And then we'll curve it left and connect it up with a merger here. So we want a merger. Logistics, conveyor merger. We want your output to be which way? I guess left? Yeah, we want that left, so we want that like that. And then we can put a Mark IV belt. Why is that going up? I must have... Should that be going up like that? Can I get one underneath? Yeah, I can. Okay, let's do it like that then. Merger facing left. Oh, but now it won't snap exactly right. There we go. Okay. So does that then go down? The heights are off somehow. Yeah, it does. Okay. Well, we can fix that. It would be 2 or 1. I think it'd be 2. Let's see. Get our merger going left. Get it as close to the... Yeah, I want something like that. It's a little too close. Okay, now you should be right on the same level. Nope, still off, I think, by 1. Now it's... Yeah, now it's up. Man, this is so weird. I guess I can't get it exact, or maybe I placed the what is this thing called? The road barrier wrong or something. Kelly Lucas, welcome to the channel, and Zohar Postelniku. Place your miner on foundations; it will still work and will align your height. Okay, but how do I? Okay, so you're saying if I come over here and rebuild this on foundations that are aligned with this guy. So if we come over like this and build like that. So now I can build a miner. I see what you're saying. This will work. Okay, cool. Good tip, thank you. Okay. That's helpful. Actually, I don't want to delete those. I do want to delete these. Okay. So then, now we do this and go like that, right? Are those aligned? No, they're not. Okay, so I'm kind of stuck between either having the foundations at the right height or maybe I can build this on top. So if I hold control, yeah, so if I center it on the miner, it's off the bottom of the thing. So is there a way to build this so that it's... I guess not, right? What I was trying to get at was having the output be centered like this, but it seems like I can't get the height right if I do it. Oh well. Whatever. We can have it slightly off-center. That's fine. All right. So let's get that merger here. We want it to be facing left, and we need a little space out from connection. Okay. This should be enough to work. It might be too close because of the weird changes. No, that's going to work. Okay. So then you can come out to here and connect up with this guy, and you should be able to look fairly pretty. If we bring you out like this, that worked. Nope, not quite. We needed one more. So you need to be one closer, sort of like that, I think. Yikes. So you're going to come like that, and you're going to go like that. Okay. That's looking good. Okay. So let's get rid of these now. We don't need these anymore. We've got our belts laid out. Nice and clean. And now we can fly you up and into the sky and connect you up to that. We need a Mark IV lift. So how am I gonna, let's see, I guess we're gonna clip a little bit to get things set up. But from here now, we should be able to just connect you like that. Oh, it's not tall enough. Okay, do one more. Like that. Yeah, that should be it. Okay, now we're making progress. Okay, so our copper ore is going to come along the highway now instead of floating in midair, which makes me happy. I don't like floating in midair stuff very much. And some of this stuff is going to go away too. We'll repower this once we bring the highway over, because the highway is going to bring the power. Let's get rid of you. Let's keep going. You go away, and you go away. And then we'll rebuild the connection once we have the cul-de-sac set up. Okay, so let's get back to the highway now. Now these were did I delete one of these? I deleted both of them, right? So I need to repower them now. Let's come grab you. 1 and 2. There we go. Okay. So now, do I need another? I think I said I was going to curve a little bit more to the right once I got past the miner. So this is heading, yeah, we need to get like a little bit, 1 or 2 curves to the right now, I think. In general, I always put foundations on nodes so I can align the direction with the world and avoid height issues. Yeah, I may have done something wrong there, Zohar. I'm not entirely sure. That's the first time I've tried to do that, so it may have been my fault. I may have misclicked or placed it the wrong way somehow. But I like your tip in general. I think there's other places in the world where I have used it that way. Okay, we've got copper ore flowing. Looks good. So now we need to curve just a shade to the right, which means coming out, I need to change my hot bind, my key binding for snaps to the left of the road on the pipe side. So I want this one. Okay. And then we'll start putting in a few of these. And we'll start bending back to the right now that we're past the past you. Come like this, and 1, 2. There we go. I think we only need 2 of these segments or sections. Can't speak this morning. Haven't had coffee yet. I had some tea, but coffee really helps me speak, I think. All right, so there's 2. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see if that's angled correctly to where I want the final cul-de-sac. So we angle left and then just a little bit right. And yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so now it's just straightaways all the way. So like, now can I make this work? I don't think I can. If I go blueprint mode, no. It's like overlapping. Why is it overlapping? I need to be down, I think, to connect this up correctly. All right. Which side is this side? Can't tell. It's hard to tell from... Let's see. This is the problem with this design. I didn't think it through when I made it, and I put the non-symmetry in place, and that kind of broke stuff a little bit. Let me hop up on you. Okay, where is the... Okay, there's the belt. So the... Yeah. Should be like that. Okay. I think that one was the hardest because of the... Did we get it right? Yes, we got it right. Okay. That one was the hardest because of the stuff in the way. Now we should be able to just use blueprint snapping to put it as far as we need it. Let's connect up our power like that. Float into the sky. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So this should be the right way, I think. Let me see if I can see it from over here. Yeah, okay. So we want like that, and then... Do we want another full straightaway? We need room for the cul-de-sac. I think it might be time to start building the cul-de-sac here. Maybe I'll go... Let me pull out the seed. Let's go one further. Or maybe one or two. I think one should do it. Let's see. Which direction are you? You're the wrong way. There we go. I think one more is enough. Okay. So there's the straight part. Now we gotta build the cul-de-sac, but that shouldn't be too hard. And we can change up how this is working. Let's get rid of this random thing standing in the middle of nowhere. Connect you up like this. I'm not super happy with that. Let's see, what are you guys doing? You are powering this guy. Why is it still powered? Wait, what? Why is it still green? Are you working? Where are you getting power from? What? Do these have wireless power? It's not connected to anything. Is that a bug? What is that? That's weird. That is really weird. You guys, I have created a, I have violated the laws of thermodynamics. I'm creating energy from nothing. You're not, it's not connected to anything. It's just sitting there powered with no power connection. Okay. You know what? I'm not happy with how that's clipping through the curb, so I'm going to change this. I'm going to delete you, and instead, we're going to have you come over, like, let's see, where can we have you go? Something like this, I think. Maybe to there, like that, and then up to the other network. Okay, that kind of works. So now that's powered. And what is all this spaghetti powering? More miners? Okay. It's kind of fine. All right, so cul-de-sac time. Let's see. How do I do this? What if you place one there to test it? Jaco, yeah, welcome back to the channel. We were playing around with that earlier with the road barrier in front of the miner. I think I forgot the catwalk step, but I think you and I watched the same video. Total Eclipse had a like tips and tricks video that premiered yesterday that I think we both watched. Does it work or is it a visual bug? Scientific breakthrough. Yeah, just connect it up, then delete the power, and it works forever. See, it works. Let me place another one. I don't think they have wireless power. See, let me see this one. Yeah, this one doesn't work. See? Nothing. It's not lit up. But this is not connected to anything. So it was connected, and then I deleted it. Let's try this again. Let's try placing you, right? Then we'll connect you up. Where's power? Right. So now he's gonna work. Wait, why isn't he work? Yeah, now he works. Why is it yellow though? Oh, does it have a battery? Does it charge up? So if I delete this line, oh, maybe it has an internal battery. So can it like run out? Wait a minute. Yeah, see, it's still working. So it was yellow for a second, like it was charging up almost. That's really weird. I don't under... Hang on. Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Let me go look at the wiki. What is it called? A jump pad? Jump pad. Satisfactory jump pad. Jump pad is building like launch pioneers. Oh, here we go. Each jump pad has an internal power buffer which is large enough for 5 uses. This means that rapid use will deplete this buffer faster than it can recharge, and pioneers will have to wait for the buffer to recharge for another use, as indicated by the indicator light changing from yellow to green. This also means that in the scenario of a grid failure, jump pads will still work up to 5 times before running out of power themselves. Okay, so they do have an internal battery. I did not know that. So if we use this a few more times, that's like 3, right? Here's 4. And then 5. It should now run out of juice. Well, I fell and hurt myself, but that's... Yeah, it just turned red. Okay, all right. Mystery solved. They have an internal battery. I actually don't need that anymore, I don't think, because I can just get up there by hovering now if I want to travel back home. Okay, so I don't need that jump pad anyway. Learn something new. Yeah. So let's go take a look at this real quick. Well, now I don't want to delete any of this, and I don't think wasn't there an iron node around here that I wasn't using? Let's check the map. It should be on here somewhere. Yeah, there's some iron over here. So if I turn around and go over, yeah, there we go. All right. So if we come over here, and let's say we're gonna be using this, right? So let me get rid of this chunklet in the middle. And I will need to build a portable miner real quick, because otherwise I can't build a Mark I miner. Production, equipment workshop, portable miner. Okay. So let's say I want to build a miner on this guy, right? Now I need to use, oh, I remember the other tip from his video was that if you want the heights of the world aligned, you need to use 2-meter foundations or 4-meter foundations when you're connecting to the world grid. So let's say I was doing this. Now, if we build the miner on this thing, and let's go up a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, you bastard. I don't want you. What do I need? I need the jetpack. Okay. So if I build the miner on this, it should be aligned correctly in terms of height, I think. So we're going to build it like this, right? That's not quite aligned. Well, let's make it like on a weird angle, right? Okay. So now we've built the miner. Now we get rid of these foundations. Maybe I didn't need the world grid stuff anyway. But if I take the road barrier, right, and I hold control to put it right in the center, and then if I snap a foundation, do I snap to the left of the foundation? Do I snap below the foundation? So if I snap below the foundation like that, do I need the catwalks, or is this going to be connected correctly now? 3. Okay, so that's the right height, and it's centered. I'm not sure what the catwalks are for then. Can snap the foundation to the road barrier. So I'm not sure why this went wrong over there. Why the height was off. But like if I slap down a merger here, it should be the right height to connect up, right? Let me put it in the middle like this. And then if we come over here, yeah, this is exactly the right height to be a level, straight, centered connection. So yeah, something went wrong with how I placed the foundations in the miner over there when I was messing around trying to follow Zohar's example, or his suggestion rather. But this does work. I just did something wrong over there. I don't know exactly what. Let's get rid of all of this because I don't want it just sitting here in the middle of nowhere. We can leave the miner, though. The miner's fine. We'll just leave that. Or not. Or I'll randomly delete it as I'm saying that it's fine. That works. Okay. What do I want to do here? I want to get rid of the extra ores and the portable miner. You go away. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's see. Is this all? This is all connected up. Okay. So it's plaza time. Now I got to remember how to set up the plaza. I should watch my own tutorial video. Let's see. Catwalks was idea if you want foundation in the middle instead of what you do now, having left and right foundation. Oh, okay, yeah. Sure, that makes sense. You can snap a third to the front of them in the middle of those two. You can even center it on a single foundation. No catwalk needed. Me and Strife have the same idea. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I can't remember exactly what the... I think it's you come down by one and stick something out front, right? I think to set up the it's a little tiny bit, yeah. I think it was like something like this to set up the left and right pieces. I can't remember exactly. Maybe this will work. Let's bring them out and see. So this was under architecture cul-de-sac, or no, roads cul-de-sac down at the bottom. So we've got the connector right. Let's see, am I in the right mode? I'm in blueprint mode, so no. Looks like I need it, I need this out a little bit. Something like, I can't remember exactly, but that should work. Cul-de-sac connector right. Yes, now we can snap you into place, I think. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I think I need to get rid of, was it 2 of these? Or 1? I can't remember. Snarky snacks. I can't remember whether it was 2 or 1. I think it's 2. Because then the overlap would be right there. Or no, right there. I think it's 2? Yeah, that looks right to me. So we get rid of these 2 and then place it so it snaps together, right? I think that's right. It's been like a couple days since I made that video. I think we want it like that. Okay, and then let's do the same thing over here. I think we just bring this out a little bit. Maybe like that. I can't remember. I should go watch my own video. And then we need the connector left over here, and you go like that. Oh, did I get it right, or did I misclicked at the last second? Damn it! Son of a bee. That's annoying. That's excess. All right, let's try that again. The last second, my mouse slid a little bit. So you're gonna go like this. right there, like that. Okay. Now we got it, and this is kind of cool. It's like the road kind of almost comes under this little cliff here where I have my, my, what's it called? My hypertube cannon. Okay, so now we just finished the arc, and I think we're going to be good. We do want to move the power around, though, around the outside of the arc, just so that I can continue to hover and work. So we'll do these like... Oh, this is interesting, actually. Let me delete you, and then we'll come out to here, I think, and then down like that. That's cleaner. Okay. Now for this, to keep going here, I do remember this one. It was one here, and then out like that. And then if I put the finishing arc on, let's put it on 6. Now this should be pretty straightforward, as I recall. Right? Did I get it right? Yeah. Okay. This is going to be pretty easy to finish. The cul-de-sac, we just go like this, and then we go like this, and then we continue onwards. Okay, so you're going to go like that, and like that. Then we pop another piece in like this. Oh, I'm missing concrete. Okay. I'm out of concrete, you guys. Something about skinning the cat. I don't know what that is. Hey, got ya. Welcome to the channel, and thank you for the compliment. I don't know if I'm the best YouTuber. I think that's probably a little hyperbole there, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you very much. Okay. So we're low on... Oh, I forgot to put my jetpack on, but looks like I saved myself with a little bit of a power line here. Okay. So we need concrete. Do we need anything else? I think we should be okay for most things. Let's see. We've got plenty of cable. We've got more rotors than we need. That's trash. We've got fuel and alclad sheets. We've got more copper pipes than we really need. Copper sheets. Oh, we can use some of these. We need encased industrial beams. We're pretty much okay for everything else, I think. Oh, we need steel beams too. So encased industrial beams. We need iron. We need steel products. It looks like. Dude, fireworks are so cool. I'm going to go crazy for New Year's. Are they that much fun? Maybe I should make some. I have the recipe now. I got it from the, the advent calendar. Definitely need more of these. And we don't need stators. Okay, I think we're good. So now we can head back. I got all my Christmas stuff just sitting in the middle of the lake here. Come on, let's get there. Okay. So into the hypertube cannon we go. Back out west to where our road is being built, our cul-de-sac. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be just about right. Just right for transporting everything. Okay. Let's continue building out the arc itself. So we were in the middle of this. Goes like that. And then clean up these, grab you, bring you over here, continue onwards. And do another piece. Looking good, getting there. Did I delete the line? I must have, because I lost power there. All right, here is the next piece. come in like this. Okay, very good. Let's continue bringing the power over, and then I think this is the last one, but maybe it's two more. No, I think this is the last one. Yeah. And then that clips like, come on, you're so close. Almost, there we go, okay. That finishes the arc with that little piece of overlap there. And let's finish up bringing the power around just so that it's all the way around. And we have a full connection back over here if we need it. Okay, so now we've got our cul-de-sac. So we can run the trucks all the way up here to deliver Caterium and take Quickwire back. I think I will do... I'll do the truck stations and I'll bring the Caterium ore out first, I think. This does not really need to be centered, so we'll just fill it in quickly. Like this. Is that nice and yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got that finished. We are going to need 2 truck stations, and I'm not sure exactly where to put them. I think we put them right next to each other on the end here, maybe, or do we need separation to use them well? I guess they can be separated a little bit. Yeah, we've got plenty of room underneath here to run belts and all kinds of stuff like that. So let's have them separated a little bit. Let's see. So if we come in and come in straight, I'd like them to be symmetrical. So let's say, yeah, that's the straightaway. So we'll put that there as a marker, and then we'll go, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we go 6 and then 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll have 1 truck station there, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, does that look right? Yeah, those look about the same. I think that's right. Okay, so there was an extra piece there, extra piece there. And now we can put on our truck stations. Let's see. So this goes on 6, and you're going to come in like this, right? Oh, I need the guide foundations, I think. See. I think it's down by 1 and out by 1 was how I did it, I think. And then truck station will just slide into place like that. Why can't I build it? A player's in the way. Okay. Don't misclick. Okay, got it. There's 1 done. Nice, very nice. Look good. Got ya. Thank you so much. Have a happy New Year to you as well. That's right. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and then we're into 2023. Gosh. Something doesn't look correct on your left, a pillar corner. All right, let me go check that out. Was there something... Oh, yeah, you're right. The connection over here got messed up. Let's see. Yeah, something didn't quite snap in correctly. I deleted... You know what it is? I deleted the wrong thing, I think, when I was deleting these. To make room for the truck station. But let's... Yeah, because that one should be gone. actually, I think. Let's go ahead and get this set up and see if it's an issue after we build the truck station. That's going to be a little tricky, actually, depending on where the floor holes are. We might have to clip into this geometry to get stuff out, but it should be okay. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. So let me flip this around and come in right like that. Okay. There's our second truck station, and then are we going to be able to connect to the floor holes here? Yes, there's going to be just enough room here. Everything's going to work out just fine. All right, so there's our second truck station. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, this is pretty cool. This looks pretty cool. And then there's going to be this big pillar-shaped, like donut-shaped thing around behind them, this big, massive factory full of refineries. This is starting to look really nice. I like this. Now, I'm not as keen on this just like sticking out into nowhere, but I'm not sure if there's a better way to build those. So what can you do, right? And then there's a random gift just floating in the middle of the air here. Get rid of you. Looks amazing. I love your builds. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, Jaco was right. We got to check this corner. I think it's okay. Yeah. So that little gap was covered up by this. So we're okay, Jaco. It does look pretty cool with the ringed planet in the background there, and it fits into this really well, actually. This like strange, like little nook in the geometry kind of works out really well. That's fortuitous. Okay, so the next thing to do would be to get an actual truck route set up to bring... Oh, we got some jaggies here we can get rid of. Those are left over from the build process, from the curve. Okay. So the next thing to do would be to set up an actual truck route to bring the Caterium ore over. And then connect it up so that it goes in there. Oh, you know what we have to finish? We have to finish the copper ore connection. Right. Okay, so we got to finish this first. So what do we have here? We have a Mark V belt. Really? Do I really need? I guess I do. It's 600 ore per minute or whatever. It's over here. And then over here. Come on. And then, yeah, then we just go over here. So we're gonna need two wall holes, actually. One for the Caterium and one for the copper. So I think what we'll do is, instead of doing that, we'll just put two of these in here for now. And we'll have the copper come directly like this. Now, what is the height difference? It's going to have to kind of go up a little bit, I guess. So let's see. I think the way I want to do this is I want to pick the chunk that's aiming most closely towards that, which is this. And then I want to build out until I'm there, kind of like that. And then we'll have a pair of ceiling mounts down here. So we'll go like this, two across, right? And we'll come over to right about here, I think. And then we'll have them curve inwards and upwards. So they'll just be kind of floating in the sky for a bit, but that's all right. So we're going to have a Mark V lift here. And you're going to kind of connect up to the top floor like that. And you come over to there. And lastly, you're going to come over to here. Is it too far? It's too far. Okay. There we go. And then the Caterium ore is going to come down through one of the truck stations, probably this one, and then join up. And then we'll run it along the inside and over to the Caterium refineries. Gotcha. If you're a beginner at Satisfactory, then just keep playing, man. I mean, the more you play, the more you learn. You learn tips and tricks. You learn how things work and what doesn't. I mean, I'm still learning things. I learn things every day that I play this game. But thank you again, and I'm glad to have you here. Hopefully you enjoy watching and learn something else that helps you in your own builds. Jacob, have you tried the Hypertube circular cannon? Yeah, you're talking about the, what's it called? The accelerator loop or whatever. I have not built one of those myself. These work fine for me, so at the moment I'm satisfied with them. Okay, so that's going to be our ore connection flowing into the factory. We will delete the ceiling mounts at some point in the future. But all right, so I think this is going to be the Caterium ore drop off. So this is going to be an unload of Caterium ore. And then, let's see. So this is out, and this is in. So we actually don't need this floor hole, because we're going to be dropping off ore. Nothing is going into this truck station. Only things are coming out of it. So let's put... how much are we going to be putting in here? I don't know. Maybe it's safer just to build with Mark 4s or 5s. I don't think we need this, though. There's no way. No, we're not using that much ore. How much are we producing here? 6.9 fused Quickwire assemblers. How much are we going to be using? So we're going to be using 7.5 plus 96. So 103, yeah, 103.5 ore should be enough. All right, so I'll use a Mark IV so that it's a little bit future-proof in case we need more, but I don't think I need to use Mark V. I don't need to use the Alclad sheets here. There's also, I don't think there's going to be any power here. Power's going to be all at the far side, so we can get rid of this floor hole as well. So really, this is just an unloading station for Caterium ore. So let's put the Mark IV lift. That looks good. And then we route this over there, and we have our second belt full of Caterium ore. So you're going to come out like that. Looks good. And then we get a Mark IV belt. Start routing it over here. Like this. And then we join up. Do the vertical change and join up there. And then you come like this over to here. And then into the second wall hole. So everything looks good. Get rid of these now. And we have our ore belts into the factory set up. That looks okay. That looks fine. At some point, you got to have some belts visible, right? We have a nice clean lines connecting the ore into the factory. So now I need a truck to actually bring the ore over here, which is also going to involve setting up fueling at the truck stations on the far side. So I think I will head over to the far side, and we'll take a look at getting the coal over there. Oh shit. I forgot to put my jetpack on and almost died. That was a big mistake. Okay, well. That'll happen sometimes, I guess. Jaco, so the truck itself, I didn't mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean power, I meant fuel. Yeah, you only need fuel on one side, as long as there's enough fuel to make the round trip. But I think you knew that. We were talking about different things. Okay, so let me come up here and check out. So this truck station over here is fueled by coal. And coal 5? What does it mean, coal 5? Is there only 5 coal available on the line that's feeding it? So I need to I built this a while ago. I need to remind myself how this is working. Why does it say coal 5? So this comes over here. Okay, so this is a Mark II. That's a Mark IV. So maybe the 5 meant like most of the coal on this line is already being used by other factories. Like this is some kind of gross looking. What was I thinking here? Look at this. I have one foundry on each floor. What a weird choice this was. I think I was gonna do 2, but then I couldn't fit it. So this is using 40 coal per minute. Okay, I see. So it's complaining that like you've only got 5 coal left on that line. So if these are each using 40, that's 120 coal per minute, technically. I don't think this is running at full force. Oh yeah, and I built these into the ground and then couldn't find a way to delete them. They're like stuck there forever. They're undeletable. So that's 40 being used from that line. There's more lines over here, and then this is what? This is an overflow? Yeah, okay. So I think this is the main line coming in, and it's being used. It's Mark IV belt, okay. So we've got 120 being used over there, and then whatever this nonsense is using some more. More foundries. That's using another 40, 40, 40. That's another 120, so that's 240. Does the coal just end there? Is there another offshoot line? So there's some of the coal going there and there. So there's no other offshoot line. And then this second line goes up to do what? 3 more foundries. Okay, so that's what? 1, 2, 3 foundries, and then 4, 5, 6. So that's 240. That's 360 with those 3, and that weird build. So that's 360 coal per minute off of this line, and I don't actually remember, I didn't label it, how much is coming down here. But why would it say 5 over at the station? Wait a minute, is there anywhere else that I'm pulling coal off of that line? Where is that line? Yeah, it's coming across there. I'm not sure why it says 5. I've confused myself with that. Maybe it meant I'm using 5 per minute, but that doesn't seem right. Coal 5 into fuel. It doesn't need, or maybe it meant that like 1 round trip costs him 5 fuel. Maybe that's what he meant. Let me go take a look. Let me go look at this guy's fuel when he arrives at the end of the route. Yikes. Oh, he's cruising. Look at him. See, he's got 100 coal right now. What just happened? I didn't break his path, did I? No. Yeah, he's got 100 coal, so it's not even like 1 coal to do a full load-unload path. I think I screwed him up a little bit. Yeah, he's gonna wait there. So it's like barely using any at all. Well, okay, so we know we're using 300, excuse me. We know we're using 360 here in the foundries. We've got 9 times 40 is 360. So I think I've traced everything that's pulling off of the coal line here. So now I just need to go up. All right, so let me take my super long hypertube over here. Where did I put the entrance? I moved it. Yeah, I think this goes up to my coal production, or my early coal production. 5 per minute. It has 5 coal in the it has 5 coal in the elevator. Check the truck station for how much is in it. Can you delete with the satisfactory calculator? How much have you played? I think it loaded the coal when it gets to the box, so you jumped on it a second too late. Okay. I'll have to take a look. Maybe I can figure it. Maybe it is 5 per minute. Maybe it's 5 for the round trip. That would sort of make sense. This is a long trip up to Coal Town. This was the first coal I found, I think. And yeah, my original coal power plant is here. So you guys can see, like, this was before I started getting into painting things. But I just kind of lucked into accidentally building this water the right way. So I've got one on one side and then like one on the middle. And it kind of ends up, well, it ended up working basically. In terms of how much I've played, I have 240 hours in this playthrough. But I did play back in like 2018 or 2019, somewhere around there. And I had a couple hundred hours in that playthrough as well. So anyway, this guy is producing. You're a Mark II miner. That's a pure node. Okay, so it's producing 360 per minute, which means we could bump it up if we want to. This is a Mark IV belt, so it can carry up to 480. So the easiest thing to do is probably just bump this to 480 and then not worry about the numbers. We're using 360, and we're producing 360. So the only reason the fuel is working is because there's backup where there's times when some of the machines aren't working 100% of the time, and there's coal that's not being used on the main line. So I think the easiest thing to do, since this is a Mark IV, is just bump this up to 480 and be done with it. Let's just do that. I think it loaded the coal too early. You can load balance it if you wish for precise output. Yeah, I used to build load balancers, but they take up so much space and they're so annoying to build. I just use manifolds everywhere now. Let me go back through the tube because it's actually faster than running, especially downhill. 241 hours. I know you said you prefer playing vanilla. I only use quality of life mods, and I highly recommend it. Efficiency checker mod. It gives you a device that will show you how many items are in each line. That does sound really nice. That kind of does sound pretty nice as far as mods go. That one could be really, really useful. Okay, so now we know there's like a ton of extra coal available on this line. Let's see. Where we're breaking off from the Mark IV belt, we do need to check that. So the Mark IV comes all the way there. And over here we have, this is a Mark I. So there's only 60 per minute on this, but that should be enough. I guess if we really needed more, we could always come back and replace it. But 60 per minute should be more than enough for my purposes. So let's see, where is that going? It comes over here. All right, so it's setting up this fueling station. Are you okay? Yeah, you're okay. All right. Like I was saying, it sets up this fueling station over here with coal power. We can break some off and send it down to the other truck stations to fuel them. So we just need a splitter here. And then we can start building out line that goes this way. Oh, I'm going to run out of... I don't have power. Yeah. Okay. Oh, gross. I angled that by mistake. Let's get rid of that. I think we'll just, yeah, we'll do some power at the same time. If we can get up to it. Let's try that again. Okay, so let's bring some power underneath. I don't want to do this. Yeah, we'll bring it down here like this. There we go. Now we just kind of like, okay. So let's do, I guess we'll do power first, just to have it. How do I want this done? There we go, that sets up the line, and now I should be able to build a nice straight line like that. Come on. What? It's weird, like where you click it to get it to connect. Sometimes. I think it's because the wire is in the way is the problem. Okay, this is going to let me hover all the way across to build the... Is that too far? Just going to make it, okay. To build the belts for the coal. Just kind of a nice to have. Either way. Okay, so I'm not quite sure how to... Because we need to get the coal into those two truck stations. So we'll probably run it down the inside of that, or maybe the... Yeah, probably the inside of that. Or one side of that, and then put it underneath and fill up the coal stations like that. Let me go back and get the coal belt out here. You do mod gameplay in 2023? Yeah, maybe. I wonder if I shouldn't... See, here's the thing. Part of the thing is... Excuse me. I don't want to start a new save. I really want to get very far with this save. And I am reluctant to start with mods because I feel like, one, I want people to be able to do stuff that I do in vanilla. And two, I feel like once you start using too many mods and make the game too easy, it kind of might suck some of the fun out of it, I guess. I don't know. I might be being a little bit hysterical there. It might be fine to just like start experimenting with mods a little bit. All right, so I want a straight line, which would be, why do you look like you're not a straight line? There we go. Okay. So now if we come back here, we should have a good guide. There we go. Okay, so that's... Is that straight? Yeah, that's straight. Okay. Let's go here. And build another nice straight line. Is that a straight line? No, that's a straight line, right? No, how did I screw this up again? Or did I? Yeah, I did. I definitely did. That's not straight. Why is it... Is it me? Is it my perspective? It feels weird. All right, hang on, let's see. So it's just where is it? It's 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's 1, 2 in from the inside. So, okay, this is the way to do it. We'll just go along holding in a straight line like this until we run out. That's something that happened. Okay. Let's come back over here. Build it. So it should be 1, 2. That should be straight. Okay. One, two, like that. There we go. 1, 2 to there. Okay. So we should have coal coming in now on a nice straight line. It's a little... There we go. All right, so now we got to figure out how to get this coal over there. I think we... So, now some of the... Part of the issue is that some of this is going to get deleted. All these... Yeah, so these smelters and constructors are all going to go away. And I think now is the time to do it. I don't think I can put it off any longer. So this whole mini factory disappears. Let's get rid of those. Those. Why is this not working? Okay. Like, all this goes away. All right. How do I do this? Nope. Let's do it like this. Let me get a little closer here. So F, Control, and Thumb. Now we should select nothing but, yeah, now we're selecting nothing but belts. Okay. Kind of like that. And you have to make the noise when you use that. There we go. Let's do it like this. We've got way too much Quickwire, presumably, in my inventory now. Let's see. Yeah, 10 billion Quickwire. And a shitload of ingots that I don't need. Just get rid of all of it for now. Okay. You have to go away. All right. This is going to take a minute because there's like a ton of stuff to delete. There we go. Okay. So once again, I've got too much Quickwire. Take all. Okay. Take all. So I'm not even sure how much of the platform is going to remain. Like, I don't know how much of this I need to keep now. I suppose I could just, like, leave it for no particular reason. So you can go and you can go. You're done. You're done as well. Get rid of you and you. A lot of like little fix-it boxes hanging around. Let's put these back for now. Until I figure out what I want to do with this platform. It's kind of unnecessary now. Like, it's not supporting anything. Because we're just going to be taking the raw ore and putting it straight into one of these, straight into that truck station. So all of this, like, supporting infrastructure we don't really need, which means I'm not sure we even need the platform itself anymore. Let's undo you and undo you guys. That was the wrong thing. Let's see. The second one, I recommend 1,000 slots. I can't stand needing to go back to the home base. I run out of cement every 5 minutes. I want to build, not travel back and forth. Yeah, again, you can have a truck station specifically for coal, but then you might need extra truck station. Yeah, are you going to use alternate fused wire, Quickwire, or standard? I'm definitely using the one that uses copper Quickwire. Yeah, I'm using this one, which I think is the one you're talking about, fused Quickwire. I'm using that recipe in the assembler. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? A ton of Caterium ingots we can delete. Caterium ore we can delete. Some coal and some copper, it looks like. Okay, and then over here, I'm assuming, yeah, 10 billion ingots. Hold control. There we go, that gets rid of those. So why would I keep this? I mean, the only reason to keep it right now is just to run the belts underneath it so that they're not kind of hanging out in midair. There's like no reason for this to be here right now. But I also don't particularly feel like deleting it, so I guess we'll just leave it here for now. Maybe come back and think about what we can do with it later. But, let's see, let's get rid of you guys. But not get rid of you. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just, for now, I'll just leave this giant platform here doing nothing. What are you? You're not, are you even on anything? Are you on a node? Or are you just, you're just a refinery? Oh, I built you to figure something out. Yeah, you're just a refinery in the middle of nowhere. Okay. The other question is, should I rebuild this? Should I rebuild this to be the bigger, nicer one? I think this is fine as is for now, maybe? Do I need the extra space? I don't think I need the extra space of a larger cul-de-sac. All right, so what we need to do now... Oh, yeah, let's get rid of this light. Been, like, shining on nothing forever. Bye. So we bring the coal over like that, and then we bring the ore over, and then we set up our first truck station, and then we should have ore going in on the far side, and we should have Caterium being produced over there. So let's do that. Let's figure out this side first. So the fuel station is going to be here. This is where the fuel goes in. So we need a floor hole like that, and then the inputs are here, so the ore will go in here. Okay. Let's use... How much ore are we sending over there? Not that much, right? I guess we can use the level 5s here. This is fine. We want you to go in, like that. You can be a level 1, that's fine. All right. So... we're going to have the... Let's do the coal first. Coal comes up in here. And then... I'm going to come along here. And then I think we will run you over here to this, something like this. So if we do it like, hang on. Is that right in terms of the height? Yeah, that doesn't angle up, does it? Or does it? No, it does angle up. Okay. Let's undo that. And let's put you one below like that. And try that. That is that right? I can't tell. I actually can't tell if that's right or not. I think it is. Yeah, I think that's fine. So then let's see, we don't really need that ladder, but let's see, how would we, I want to come along the inside actually, not the outside. So let's do it over here instead. Like that. Okay. Yeah, let's do it like that instead. Okay, so we've got one line coming out here, then we've got a nice clean build. We're going to have our lift go up like this to the ceiling. Right, okay. And then our coal comes from over there. You know what, maybe I should have faced this differently. No, it's fine. It can go along this way. So we'll come along here, like this. And then we'll make a right turn. I guess right here. Like that. Looks good. And then you come all the way out to there, I think, and then make a right turn. Did I get that right? I did, okay. Like that. Then we connect them up. And very shortly thereafter, we should have coal flowing along this line. So we want to go like that, I think. And then, damn it, no. We want you 1 over like that, and then we delete the far side. Okay. So like this, and then like that. Okay. So now we should have coal coming along this line, right? Yes. There we go. Coal's coming along here, traveling down there, and sending fuel into this truck station. And now we need to split it off and go over into that truck station as well, because he's going to need some too in the future. So we need to take care of that before we do anything else. Let's do this and this. Come down underneath. And we need to split you off. Probably, how do we want to do this? That ore's coming from behind, so we have room over here. I think we'll just throw a splitter on here. Just like nice and simple like this. And then just run this straight over. No problem. All right. So, very soon, we should see coal going to both of these truck stations now. Okay, so that's that. They are powered on, right? Is it yellow or green? Operational, okay. You are going to be a loading station for Caterium ore. And then Quickwire is going to come back later from there. So let's color you for Caterium. And you'll be colored for Quickwire, which is basically another color yellow at some point in the future. Over here, we just want to dump as much ore as we can possibly get. So what are you? Are you overclocked? You know what? Let's not worry about it. Let's just dump as much as we can. You know what? We're only going to be using like 100 and some odd ore over there. So even 360 is too much. I think we'll come back here if we need to and increase the amount of ore that this produces, but for now, 360 is more than enough. More than enough ore for us. Let's take all that. So we just need to run a line that takes the ore straight over to that truck station. So let's face you differently, actually. Or I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's just grab a line that could carry 360. I guess we'll just use a Mark V for now. We'll just pull this way over here, right to the edge. Right. Okay, that looks good. And then we'll bring it down. We want to bring it down just enough to connect up with this guy. So I think we want it like one more, like that. And we'll have one coming out of here. Conveyor belt has an invalid shape, too steep. Did I mess this up somehow? That should be like that. And then this one should connect to the bottom like this. There we go. And then All right. You're angled wrong. So you're not deep enough. Let's rebuild you. So it was a little bit deeper than that. I think that's right. Yeah, there we go. Well, it's still now it's too low because now it's going up, right? Yeah, kind of. You know what? It's okay. It's a minor thing. So this truck station has coal, right? It's full. Yeah, it's got fuel and it's got ore. So the last thing to do is actually put the truck together. Let's get rid of this gift. Please go away. Okay. So we have to do a full round trip, which means we need to make sure that the car is fully fueled with coal before we drive it. And then we need to do a full round trip from start to finish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the truck, I'm going to build a truck. Do I need a truck or will a tractor be good enough? Let's do a truck. We built this big highway for a reason, right? All right, so I'm going to put a truck right here to start the loop. I'm going to go grab 100 coal. In a second here, I will anyway. 60 per minute. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to build it, I'm going to start it facing the other direction. So we'll do the round trip from after we've been fully fueled, I think. So we'll start right here. Let's build the truck facing this way. Okay. Fully fuel it with coal. Now, the other thing I need to do first is I need to get over there and I need to power the other truck station, right? Don't truck stations overlap, or when trucks make their turn, they might go over the other truck station? It would suck if your output have different resources. Why does the other truck station need coal? It just does. It doesn't. The other truck station does not need coal. We are not going to be bringing coal over here. That's the only place we need the coal. What we need over here is power. I don't have power. These stations are not powered or configured correctly. So before I set up the driving route, I need to actually make sure that the stations are correct. Okay, so ore is coming here, right? Or which one did we decide is going to have ore? Yeah, this is the ore station. All right, so let me color it to make sure. I remember that. And then I need power for you somewhere. Let's come. Where's your connection? You're over here, so we want to come down and inside, I think. Oh, that's kind of perfect. Let's see. How does that look? Yeah. No. I think we want to go straight down there. So kind of right in front of the power line, the output. I think like that. Let's see what that looks like. That's okay. Not great. Maybe this is not one that can clip through really well. Maybe we'll just do something more like this. We'll go to the back corner, you know, like that, and then just loop that down and underneath. I think that's okay. That's better, I think, than clipping through, for sure. Let me pull you down and under, like this, if I can make it happen. There we go, and then you can connect up to the actual power. Which is where? Right there. Okay. And that makes you a leftover. Okay, so now you are going to be a loading station, right? No, an unloading station. So he unloads here, and then the ore travels over there. Okay, so now these two are set up. God damn it. Why do there have to be gifts in the middle of my road when I'm trying to drive? Get out of here. Okay, that's set up. So now I can do the truck route. Okay, I think we're good now. So we're gonna load up on Caterium and fuel, come over here, dump our Caterium, and then go back and repeat the route. Jacob, I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but yeah, it might be your point about turning off the Fixmas event might be well taken. I think I might do that. But with regards to what I'm doing with the trucks here, I'm going to have two trucks. One is going to take Caterium ore over there, drop it off, and come back. The second truck is going to go over there, pick up Quickwire, come back, and drop it off. So I'm not mixing stations. That's why I have 4 stations. Otherwise, I'd end up with ore and wire in the same kind of places, and I'd have to sort them out with like a programmable splitter or something. And I don't want to do that. So there's 4 stations and 2 trucks and 2 different routes. So hopefully after you see me set these up, you'll understand. All right, so I'm going to drive the truck. We are going to record this path. Okay. So we're staying on the right side of the road, and we're going all the way to the other station. I need to focus here because you got to get these right the first try when you're setting these routes up. Nice gentle curve that the truck can handle. Okay, slow down a little bit. Pull in. Stop. Unload. I need to wait a good amount here because it's unloading quite a lot of cargo, theoretically. I don't have a good way to measure it, but I think that's probably enough. And then we turn around and go home. Like this. Okay? All right, we navigated the turn. Now it's going to be really tight over here. This is why I was wondering whether I needed to rebuild this to be a larger cul-de-sac. We're going to slow down, and we're going to take this wide curve here and get as close in here as we can. Okay, then we're going to load cargo. And you can see it takes a good while to load up and unload. And now we finish the loop. Okay, so we're going to save the path. Caterium ore to donut. Caterium ore to refineries. Refineries. There we go. We're going to save that path. We're going to hide that path. And then we're going to enable autopilot. Enable autopilot? Do I need to save it? No, I saved it. So load path, Caterium order refineries. Path length, 2049 meters. Vehicles 1. Fuel per trip. Oh, it does show you fuel per trip. So I'm using 20 coal. 23 coal for a full trip. That's interesting, actually. That might... Yeah, so two cars are going to use almost all the... two trucks are going to use almost everything. Let me get out of this. So why is it now not doing the... Okay. Hide the path with X. Open record menu. Enable autopilot. There we go. Okay, somehow I was not... Okay, all right. So now he's off and delivering coal. Or Caterium ore, excuse me. And we know how much it's costing, 23 coal per round trip. But he's going to deliver the Caterium ore, right? So the really tricky part is going to be, what I'm going to want to do at some point is have the second truck set up here to go from this truck station to the other truck station. And we want to set them up, we want to set them running or time them so that they have the exact same amount of time to run, and they're always as far away from each other as possible, so that when they cross paths in the middle of the highway on either side of the road, the idea is that like they both take the exact same amount of time to get to the other end, and so they never catch up to each other. So we always have them passing in the middle of the highway on opposite sides of the road, and we never have them like running into each other here at the truck station. That's the idea. Anyway, that's what I want. I don't know whether I'll actually be able to pull that off or not. But that's where editing the pauses can come in handy, or editing the path nodes. If I can get them both to complete their trip in like exactly, 132 seconds or whatever it is, and then kick them off on opposite sides, then they should really never have a problem running into each other. Too close for the other truck station. Check your hold to see if you pick up some copper on accident. Just step out of truck. So just run the path and then watch the map and jump out when it's on the far side. Yeah. So I do want to see him complete a full turn here. Man, he's fast. Yeah, he's doing like 80. They go faster than I can hover. But I think if I do the bunny hop, I can catch up. The bunny hop's like almost 80 miles per hour, I think. So let's see him complete a full rotation. Let's make sure that he works. So there he's loading up. He's going to pause. Let's color him a nice yellow color while he's paused. And then he should, after the pause is complete, he should be fueled up, right? He should be. Yeah, he's fueled up. And then he completes the loop and does another turn, right? He's struggling a little bit. He did a 3-point turn. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. Okay, so he actually finished the route. And now he's gonna... Okay, now he's going. Okay, so this is now set up correctly. That's working. Okay. If this doesn't work with the turn where the truck might overlap on another truck station while you make your path, try to drive backwards, then make the turn. Never done it this way, but it might work. Yeah, I think it's... I think I may have to redo that route later, but it's working for now. So we'll leave him running for now, just so we get Caterium ore over there into the refineries. So I think, Jaco, what you're trying to say is something that, like, there might be problems with turns and the other trucks and what have you. I agree, but let's cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, let's just get this working and... Yeah, there. So it's unloading the Caterium ore and feeding it into the factory, right? Yes. Okay, so we now have two types of ore. We've got Caterium coming in, and we've got the copper. So now we can feed the Caterium into our refineries and start producing Caterium ingots. So, did I already set something up for the inputs here? I think I did. I can't remember exactly what I'm doing here. Let's see. So, yeah, these guys need the Caterium ore. So that is the manifold that needs to be fed with the Caterium ore. And yeah, this is set up. Okay, so this one's going to take the raw ore and feed it to the refineries. So we need a belt to connect that up. Let's get you set up. I guess we'll just kind of come along the inside of the curve here for a while. This is fine. Bring you over here as far as we can go. And then connect you up to Mr. Caterium. So we'll bring you over. Bring you over like here-ish, I guess, and then up to the ceiling. Okay, so that's going to feed Caterium ore into the refineries, which will produce the ingots, which will be combined with the copper ingots to make copper sheets. And no, to make Quickwire. So are you guys powered on? Are you going to start making stuff? I think you are, right? Yeah, you're powered. So you're going to be getting ore in a minute, and you've already got water, so you'll be outputting... Okay, so the ingot should start to flow. We should see Caterium ingots coming along here, and then the Caterium and the copper ingots are going to be combined in a row of assemblers over here that are going to be producing all my Quickwire. Half the Quickwire then goes onto the train, the other half goes back along the second truck route back to my home base along the highway where we just did the first truck route. That's pretty cool. That has all worked out very well. I'm really happy with how this is playing out. So we bring the ore over here to use the water to make it more efficient. Produce all the Quickwire, ship the Quickwire back in two directions, and I think one or two more sessions here, and I'll be back at Supercomputer Park working on circuit boards. I'll finally have the Quickwire that I need over there, along with the copper sheets, and we can get started on the circuit board factory. Then after that, we do the inputs for the high-speed connectors and the AI limiters or whatever else is part of it over there. No, the computers. And I don't know, maybe sometime next week. No, probably not next week. 2 weeks from now, we should have the supercomputer factory done. Depending on how long I spend working on finishing like exteriors of things. Yeah, this is working. This is working. It's producing ingots. Very nice. Okay, excellent. Very cool. So ever so slowly, we're producing Caterium ingots. All right, it's all starting to come together, guys. It's all starting to come together. Very, very happy with the progress I've made today. So we ship the ore over by truck, add the water, produce the ingots, and we're making progress. So the big donut factory will be, I think, finished up on the next stream. Well, not finished. The basic geometry will be finished. We'll finish the platforms kind of around and connect up. Then I'll place all the Quickwire assemblers. There's only going to be 7, so we're going to have some kind of free space around here that we aren't using, but I'm sure I'll come back and use it eventually. And then we'll do the second truck route to take some of the Caterium or the Quickwire back to my home base. After that, we'll have to extend out the train station so that it can carry additional stuff back. We'll ship the copper ingots, the copper sheets, and the quickwire back. And then we'll be back over, so that's probably the next 2 sessions to do all that, and then we'll finish up with the exterior for the donut factory. I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet, whether it'll have a roof or not. But definitely we'll have like walls down to the water line. That guy is kind of be in the way a little bit, but that's okay. And then we'll be over there making circuit boards. So that's going to be it for today, guys. That's going to be, I'm going to call it here. But I'm really happy with how things are coming, and it's great having you guys here to watch and give comments and suggestions. I really appreciate you guys joining the stream. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and enjoy whatever it is you have planned for this. I don't even know what date it is. Is it Friday or Saturday? I can't tell. But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.